Amanda, good morning everybody, 7:35. Well, Marilyn Monroe is probably one of the biggest female icons of all time, and this Sunday marks the 45th anniversary of her death. My next guest is a Montreal actor and writer who decided something should be done to mark the occasion. On Friday, Ron Hollywood along with Cinema du Parc are launching a 2-week retrospective on some of her best films. Ron joins me in studio this morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
I am also a huge Marilyn Monroe fan. I think she's one of the most beautiful women in the world. When did you first discover her?
About 2 years ago, actually. So it's kind of young for me, actually.
Sure.
And I've been to Los Angeles, and took pictures of the handprints and everything outside the LA Chinese Theater, but never really got that involved until just a couple of years ago.
I read somewhere that you were rummaging through some used DVDs trying to find a great film, and you stumbled upon one of her classics.
Right. I found Some Like It Hot, and I decided to take a chance with it because the American Film Institute voted it as the greatest comedy of all time. So I was like, oh, it's got to be good.
Sure.
So
what'd you think?
Yeah, I loved it, and then I started to find some, oddly enough, just a book on her, and I just kind of like gently started to peruse the book and found out all these fascinating and really interesting facts on her life, and it just kind of became really intriguing, and then just built from there.
Now, Marilyn was an icon even when she was alive. People instantly fell in love with her and were instantly gravitated towards her, but as time has gone on and other beautiful actresses have come and gone, you really get a sense of how important she was and that kind of magic she had. What is it about Marilyn that makes her so fascinating?
I think it's the image, because it's an image that, aside from the films and even the music that she did, and the photography, it's just this thing that's constantly stayed in the public eye, either through posters, coffee mugs, T-shirts. I mean, it's everywhere. You can't escape it. It just kind of like, it's almost like a legend that just keeps growing and growing and growing. What
are some things about Marilyn that we don't know that you've discovered while reading up on her?
Oh, well.
She's an interesting woman.
Question.
She's fascinating.
Yeah. You know what? One of the interesting things is she was actually someone who believed in social causes, and Ella Fitzgerald credits Marilyn Monroe for the success of her career.
How's that?
She, struggling back then as a black singer, was really hard to break the color barrier. And Ella Fitzgerald was Marilyn Monroe's favorite singer. So she went to a club owner and said, you have to put Ella Fitzgerald on the bill. And, he's all white and didn't want to do it. And she said, no, if you do that, I will come and sit in your club front row every night. And he did,
wow.
And Marilyn did. And then Ella Fitzgerald said, I never had to play a small jazz club ever again, thanks to Marilyn.
Wow, so she really championed, she was a very progressive thinker. Now, a lot of people, like you say, the image, they see Marilyn, the blonde bombshell, they think that she wasn't too intelligent, but she really earned her credibility as an actress. Some of the movies that are playing in this retrospective, what are the ones that best show her acting skills?
Well, I think we definitely have to go with Bus Stop, for sure.
Yeah.
That's the one that a lot of people say she deserved the Academy nomination and award for. Even her co-star, who's a good friend of mine now, Don Murray, says the same thing.
Which she didn't get.
Which she didn't get. Also, The Misfits is really great because her and Clark Gable just have this great chemistry together.
Yeah.
And she always looked to Clark Gable actually as her father figure, even when she was a young child. So to finally star with him, it just...
And that was one of his last films, wasn't it?
It was his last film and her last completed film.
And was that written by Arthur Miller?
And it was written by
she was also married to. What a weird relationship
yeah, exactly.
that was.
You see, just that alone is like an interesting fact.
Well, there's been many relationships. There's been a lot of theories and ideas surrounding her death. It's still a mystery. Many people are still very confused. What do you think happened?
I think no one will really ever know the answers, to be very honest with you. But I think when you really start to do the research and investigative work that's been done, it either boils down to one or two things. It was either accidental, or there was an involvement regarding her housekeeper and her therapist.
Wow.
Yeah.
She lived a very exciting life, and it seems like an exciting death as well. Celebrating the 45th anniversary of her death, how was it hard to get Cinema du Parc on board for this?
No, actually not. They were very open.
Good, great.
They're fans of Marilyn, and they wanted to really promote this as quickly as possible. It's just kind of like right from the get-go. They want to do it.
All right. We'll have all the information up on the screen. You can also go to our website, globalquebec.com, for a list of the different films that are playing and the times, and I definitely will be there front and center with you. Thank you very much, Ron, and we're looking back at an amazing life. We're going to take a short break here at This Morning Live. Coming up next, Richard Dagenet.